Hey folks, how you doing? Susie Meadows here from snowy central Indiana. Hope you guys are doing well. Got an itchy nose all of a sudden. Imagine that. I'm going to check my iPad, see if we are broadcasting live. Oops, it looks like we are, but of course I have the volume up. So let's go ahead and excellent, Susan and Mary Lynn. Excellent, great. I'm glad you guys are joining. As other folks join, make sure you tell me where you're from, and if you're not from around here, what's your weather like right now? Susan, I doubt you are in the midst of a blizzard. I am staying warm, thank you. Marilyn, if you're at home, then you're getting what I'm getting because you're just half an hour south of me. So, like a lot of the Midwest right now, we're in blizzard conditions, and they say up to about, maybe a foot coming. So we'll have to see. And I see it's 83 in Florida. Well, that's almost disgusting, Susan. Not really. No, I'm glad you're getting to enjoy it. I don't mind the snow as long as I get to stay inside and the power is on. I don't have a problem not hopping out. So, but welcome, folks, as you come on, let me know where you're from and what your weather's like. We're sort of talking about weather here. Goshen, New York. Oh my. Maria, I bet that cold, and you're going to be getting some of what we've got coming. So, but hope you're doing well otherwise. So, hey, gang, this is a Monday evening. What is the date? Oh, it's February 15th. It's the day after Valentine's Day. And if nobody told you happy Valentine's yesterday, let me wish you a belated Valentine's Day and give you a big hug. How's that? From afar. Doris, I'm glad you're joining us. And Wisconsin, yep, you are part of the polar vortex. You're getting some of this chilly stuff too. So gotta love winter in the United States. So, but hey, this is, like I was saying, this is Monday, February 15th, and Facebook Live. This is the weekly live, and you know it's live if you see up in the corner, you see a red box that says live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, which welcome, because I know a lot of folks come back. This time may not necessarily be the best time, especially if they're working. So but definitely come back and watch the replay. And then I also save this on YouTube because I know some folks aren't on Facebook. So, one of the things I posted was about notifications. And one thing you can do to find out when these are coming, if you have your notifications marked for my Facebook page, it will let you know when events are happening. And the way you do that is there's those three dots, and that's always more. And when you open it, that's your notifications, and you can like and you can follow. And that way you are notified when things are happening. And I'd love for you to continue to join me. Marilyn, I bet it is snowing because you're just a little way south of me. So you're getting it good. So, well, gang, we have got, I'm looking at my notes here. We've got 14 more days of celebration. And if you're not familiar, that's this little catalog. It's only good until the end of February. It's normally three months, but this time it's only 2 months. So if you've got your eye on something in here, don't let this pass, because all of these are free goodies. And I think I've used almost all of the items in here. And in fact, tonight we're going to feature one of them, which is the paper blooms. And, that's right here in the beginning. And when I turn it down, you'll see what we're doing. But as I went back and looked to see what I haven't really been covering, I realized I didn't show you a lot with these paper blooms. And it's a really pretty designer series paper. Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, and Soft Seafoam are the colors. So, well, I think we are going to go ahead and I will go ahead and turn this down. So, you got to be patient with me because I normally have to tweak the tweak the camera just a little bit. So, let me find the buttons here. There we go. That's our button. And now I need to raise this up just a little bit. There we go. Get it locked in good. Good deal. Okay, excellent. Oh, just heads up, if you're interested in ordering anything, here's my host code. I'd love for you to use that because with that, I get to send you some goodies. Woohoo! Everybody likes goodies. Send you some as a thank you. Send you some items. Also, you are welcome to get with me on here by commenting, and I'll get back with you. Even if I miss the comment during this live, I will come back and catch up with you. Another way is here at this, this is my shopping site, but it's also, there's a place where you can contact me. So that's also an option. Okay, let's get going. We are going to do projects easy to elaborate. And the two things I'm featuring, one is this Paper Blooms Designer Series paper that I mentioned. Here I cut and just get an idea of what some of these different, they're two-sided and they're 12 by 12. And we're going to use at least 3 different ones tonight. So, and then also, this is the stamp set we're going to use, Lovely You. When I look at I'm going to bring some of this Designer Series paper in here. When I look at the paper, as I start the creative process, I look at the colors, I look at the images, and some of these images, like that image right there, that is, to me, almost exactly to that image there. And then some of these leaves, I think it's that image there. And like that flower there, I think you could go with that. So that's why I chose to go with this Lovely You stamp set. Now this particular stamp set, let me move this paper out of the way here. You will find it in the annual catalog. And if we bring that over here, the annual catalog, I've got a lot of everything in it. It is this one. We'll be using this until May 3rd or 4th. May 3rd is the last day. But if you go to page 22, here is the stamp set. It is the red cling, and it actually comes in a bundle where you can get this punch. And I have got the punch, and I've used it. I don't know if I'm going to show you any projects with it this time or not, but I have used it several times, and I like it because you have 3 sizes and 2 different designs. So bottom line, you have 6 different ways you can make a label, and that's the lovely labels. So, but this is we're going to focus on this stamp set. So, and then, well, I'll show you the next thing. And then we're going to do another thing, but we're going to do that here in a minute. So, okay. So, let's get going with our first project. Let me pull all the items up. And like I said, I like doing projects easy to elaborate because I realize not everybody has everything. You know, I've been stamping for a while, so that's why I have several items. So we're going to start with a card base that is Seaside Spray. And Seaside Spray, this is one of the in colors, and it will be expiring. It will basically be going away here by May 3rd because it will get 5 fresh new colors. So, but this is Seaside Spray. I have already cut it in half, and I have scored it and folded it. So I'm going to use this particular piece of Designer Series paper. I like using my, you know me and my liquid glue. I like it because it doesn't take very much, but it gives me some wiggle room. So if I don't put it down exactly where I want it the first time, I can maneuver it. And I think I want this one. Yep, I want it to go this way. And I'm just going to center it. There we go. Okay. We are going to use the stamp set, Love is What Makes Us Family. And I have got just a 1-inch piece of cardstock, and I'm going to stamp that right on there. And I'm going to use black. So this easy project really just takes a card base, a little bit of paper, a stamp, and some ink. And black ink. Most people have black ink. So that's why I look at this as being an easy project. And I'm just going to go right in the middle, straight down, let the ink transfer. There we go. Okay. close up the ink. Otherwise, it's dangerous. And once again, this is an easy project, so I'm not going to bump it up. I'm not going to put... Doris, thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate that. If you've got any crafty friends that might want to join us, make sure you share. And so I'm just putting a little bit of glue here. And now what part? I like putting them in the middle or down. I could put it up here, here. I'm going to put it right here. I don't know. That's just where I like it. And there we go. With my glue, I had a chance to squiggle it to get it straight on. So this is our easy project. Like I said, it just takes your card base, a little bit of pretty designer series paper. And remember, this is that free paper. This is the Paper Blooms paper, and it is free with a $50 order. So, okay, so that was our easy card. So let's go ahead and move on to, we'll just put that right there for right now. Okay, we'll go on to our next card, so we're gonna add a few more things. We're gonna make it just a little more complex, and now here I'm using Rococo Rose. This is also one of the colors that's going to be going away. I cut the 8.5 and 11 in half, 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock in half. I scored it. Okay, now. See, we've got two sides. I could go with this side or this side. Oh, I like that. But no. I'm going to go with this one. Yep, I'm going to go with this one, even though I really like that. Oh, yeah. Okay, but we're going to go with this one. Okay. And actually what I want to do is I want this down here as a banner. And so I always like dry fitting it. It looks like it fits, so I'm ready to, yes. I'm thinking through what each step of the project is. So I'm putting this on now. So just in case, if this paper was too long, I could trim it. I could turn it over here and trim it, but I don't need to. So now we're going to put this on our card base. And remember, we've done our easy card. So this is has just a few more steps, just a little more complexity, I guess you could say. Okay, now what I want to do is, you see this flower here? To me, that looks like a Shasta daisy. And I need to bring the rest of the goodies in. Well, someplace, oh yes, here. We have a medium daisy punch. And so I am going to make a daisy. So I have this Rococo Rose. And I'm just going to, I want two of them. Just going to punch two of them out here. There we go. Now, there's also a stamp set that will have the outline of the Shasta daisies. But for this, I don't need that. So we have our two daisies. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to go ahead and stamp. So that will give the ink just a moment to dry. So I just have a scratch piece of cardstock. What size is it? It's just a little bigger than a ½ inch. And I mean, this piece is almost 3, but we don't need that much. We're gonna do some trimming. But I'm gonna use the sentiment Smile. Out of, once again, we're still using that lovely, I didn't show you all these sentiments. I should have, I'm sorry. We're gonna use Smile. And the one we used earlier was Love is What Makes Family. The other ones you have Miles Apart, but Still in My Heart. Cherished Friend, Trust Me, You're Lovely. Heartfelt, Wildly Grateful, You're My Person, Just Because, and Always. So I think it's a pretty versatile stamp set. I have used it several times. But, okay, back to stamping. We're going to use Rococo Rose. So we're just going to open it up. I'm going to ink up the Smile. Yep, looks good. And straight down and up. There we go. Looks good to me. Close up the ink. I'm surprised you don't see ink. Yeah, see, I've been crafting all day, so I have ink. Okay, now the way we put these Shastas together. Yep, You're My Person. I like that in sentiment also. All we do is, when they're all lined up, you just turn it just a smidgen, and so you split it. Now, we can do it flat like that, but something else we could do with the bone folder, we could curl these I'm just doing it gently. all I'm doing is bending the fibers of the paper. And you have to do it gently or you will tear off a petal. Ask me how I know. Sometimes I get a little too feisty, a little too rough. So now we could bump this up, as in we could put a dimensional. And in fact, this time I'm going to, because I'm going to assume on this, folks have a few extra supplies. Now let me see, will that hide? Oh, nope, we won't. We'll see it will show. So we're going to use the mini dimensionals. Ha, put that right in the middle there. Okay, and once again, we're just going to turn this at a little bit of an angle. There we go. Okay. So, and I think on this, I want to just go at an angle. I just want to do a snip. And what I'm going to do is come right under here. Smile. And I think we're going to need some extra purties on that. So first of all, let's get my daisy down. And let's get the sentiment smile. Get it down. And I'm just going to tuck it in there just a little bit. There we go. That is our card. But now I think that daisy needs something. And I wanted to show you, here is something I've done on a different card. This was the same paper, but it's in blues, but it's in that same pack. I used a whole bunch of pearls, and with a alcohol marker, I marked them up so they were blue because we didn't have any blues. Something else I did, another way, is I took some of this paper and I just punched out using the small blooms punch. And I added a rhinestone in there. So that's another way. But I think on this one, all I'm going to do is add a little bit of bling. And I'm going to do that with the Artistry Blooms Adhesive Backed. And I'm going to take my pick tool right here in the middle. There we go. I think that does it. Now I could I'm going to add some extra. We've got them. So I'm going to, where shall we put it? I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to do one more. I could go up here. I could go down here. I could go over here. I don't know. For me, the toughest thing is figuring out the placement. So, but I know I want 3. And it's best to do them in a triangle. So I'm going to come right here. That's my 3rd area. So there we go. That is our next card. And it's not really complex. All we really added was a different color of paper. We added some punches and just a little bit of bling. So this was our easy card. We've bumped it up. Now we're going to go elaborate. We're going to add several things here. Okay, so let me get some things out of the way here first. And I've got a tray. I've got to pull over, so hang on, I'm coming. Hang on, I've got to get my tray over here to get what we're going to work on. Okay. We are going, I don't know if you have ever used these foam adhesive sheets. These are in the annual catalog. Let me show you. They're under adhesive, so they're in the back. Here they are. They are foam adhesive sheets. They're only $8. And you get, how many? You get 6 sheets. And they come in big pieces like this. And you can just die cut. So, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use that. And so let me pull. I used a lot of goodies on this one, gang. Not only did I use these, we're going to start out with, I've just pulled a sheet out, and I am using, from the well-written dies, I am using, of course, I got all these are just where I've cut things in the past. I like seeing what I've got. We're going to use the Thanks. That's the one we're going to use. That's the well-written dies. So here is our die. And here's the piece of paper I'm going to use it on. how I like to do it. I don't know how you guys have done it, but I just pull back the paper. See, I've been cutting. I've already done one already. I just pull back the paper so it's totally sticky now. And I just put that down, put my cardstock down, close it back up. And I just need this little bit, so I'm just cutting it off. So there we go. So now I'm going to be shaking your world in the fact that, make sure I have my die, we're going to use the Mini Boss. This is the little one, not the big boss, the little boss. Got a hair flying there. Okay. And so I've used this just about every time, but this, we've got our instructions. So we are going to be die cutting. So we're going to use plate number 1 and 2 plate number 2s. Now, these are starting to bow, and that's okay. That's normal. That means I've been using them. So the thing is just to continue to rotate and to cut on different places. Okay, now even though this paper, can you see how thick that is? Is that maybe 1/8 of an inch maybe? Yeah, almost, not quite 1/8 of an inch. But we've got the cardstock, and here's my sticky side here. So I'm going to take my die, just put it right there. Okay. Put a plate over it. Okay, got to open it up the other end. Get it pushed where there's tension. Okay, and push. There we go. And once it's in, then we are just going to crank it through. Now, I like this Mini Boss because it is low-tech, very easy. It doesn't take, sorry for the noise, it does not take electric. It doesn't take a book. It doesn't take a tutorial to figure out how to use it. So that's why I really, really like this. So we will pull this out. Okay, get our plates out of the way. And here's the die cut. And I like, now the thing is, there's little pieces that need to come out. There's like in between the A, and we've got a few spots here. And so, but what I like doing is I just like pulling it back. There we go. And pulling it, getting a little more. There we go. Here we go. So what it's done, it has already taken the sticky, the release off the back end, which is fine. Okay, I'm not going to take, see here we've got a few more to come out. We've got the A and we've got the S, but I'm not going to do that right now because it'll just take me a minute or two, but there's other things I want us to talk about rather than you sitting here watching me pull out the middle of an S. So what I've done is I already have one, but I want to show you how easy it was to do. So we'll get our foam out of the way. Okay. So I wanted to get that. Got things going counter whopper here. Okay. Let's get, I got to shed a sweater. I'm getting warm. So hang on just a minute and okay. So we've got our thanks. Let's get all my goodies. I've already cut the card base and I've scored it and folded it. And here I have already ran this through the Big Boss. This is, I use the Ornate Floral 3D Embossing Folder. And can you see that? Isn't that pretty? Those pretty flowers there. So we are going to, there we go. We're going to put that there. And like I said, I've already done some cutting. I've got another piece of old olive. And this is that designer series paper. This one is actually the back of the big floral, right back here. So we are going to start putting it together. So Now this has got a lot of bumps and everything, ups and downs and grooves. So I may put a smidgen more glue down, but I'm going to center that. There we go. Got that down. Now, I want to go ahead and get some stamping. I like to stamp and then let it dry just a minute. And we are going to use our black Memento ink. And we are going to use, we have thanks. We're going to use heartfelt. So we're going to have that heartfelt right there above the thanks. So, now it would be nice for me to have thanks already on here. So I have extra paper, just in case. So we're going to go down and back up. Okay. Oh, better close up the ink. And then if this is not in the right placement, I can turn it over and do it on the other side. And actually, this is probably the thing that takes the most time, is just getting it straightened up. So, oops, see, there we go. It's all sticky. So I don't have to worry about gluing. It's already glued. Oh, now see, I need that up higher, don't I? Yep, that's not going to work. So, and that was such a pretty heartfelt. So I've got another piece of paper. Now, I've not made this one, so we may have to modify on the fly. So I need this up as high as I can get it. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see if that one worked. Okay, this one. It's going to be tight, isn't it? But, you know, we're going to do it. We're going to put, well, and I can't get over it with the camera. So what does this do? Yep, that will work right there. And actually, this is going to allow me to line this up right on the bottom. There we go. Yes. Woo! Man, good thing I didn't cut that any shorter. Woo! Okay, let's get some glue in here. So, you know, do I want to do this? Yes, I do. I was trying to think. I was thinking about tying some ribbon underneath it and around it. But, you know, I don't think I'm going to. Because I want to keep us around our 30 minutes. So, and if I go getting some ribbon and tying it around, it'll just take us longer, which actually, I've got the time. I'm not doing anything. I don't know about you guys. I got a blizzard going on outside. So, there we go. Get that down. Okay. And this is going to go right there. Yes. Okay. And I'll show you a couple others that I've done just to show you some of the things that we could have done differently. That's going to go right there. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, I do want some ribbon, and I have already tied a bow. And I thought I would put that right here, or I could put it up here. You know, I'm going to put it right up there because there's a bare spot. So you've seen me do this before. I'm going to get my mini glue dots and just roll it. And put my ribbon, my bow. Take your pick tool and get it off there. I'm going to turn it so I have a better angle. There we go. That is how I like that. But now we're not done because I have to add a little bit of bling. And that little bit of bling is going to be some rhinestones. I do like my rhinestones. So I'm just going to put some around. And actually, I want them, well, maybe. I want them the middle of some flowers. And I'm going to do a larger flower, do one here. And, you know, I think I want one there. And I want something down there. We're going to go with 5 this time. And I'm going with some smaller ones. I'm going to go right here. I want in the middle of that. And one more. Oh, where'd you go? Come on back here. Okay. We'll use the putty end. See? Just pick it up just like that. Instead of me struggling, we're going to put you right here. There we go. Woohoo! So, this is our elaborate card. So, I want to show you just a few more others that I had made to show some of the, I'm looking for them. I'm not sure where I put them here. Haha, here we go. Here is one I made earlier. That is an elaborate card, and I've used that folder again. This time I used a label, and I used a navy, and this is the paper. All of this paper is with the paper blooms. So now this one I made earlier, and it's not paper blooms though. It is, it is the Lovely You. Nope, that's the same stamp set. Oh crap, what is that paper? True Love Designer Series paper. But it's in the January catalog. And, oh, I want to show you this. Of course, I don't know what page it is. Maybe it's right on the front. Maybe? Pretty close. Here we go. True Love Designer. This is in the January to June catalog. And this is the True Love Designer Series paper. See, it's all black and white. Well, which one did I use for this flower? I used this one right here. And I colored it with my alcohol blends. And that's how I came up with this particular one here. So your designer series paper, you can color it if you wanted. So, but let's go ahead and wrap this up. So showing you here is our easy. Thank you very much, Susan. Easy, bumped up all the way to elaborate. And these are just a few of the other cards that I had made, getting ready, checking, looking at what I wanted to do for today. So these are just some of the other cards. And I'm looking to see if I had any others to show. It doesn't look like it. So, but this is the free, these three here, the paper is the paper blooms. Remember, it's the free one. So, and you've only got 14 more days or so. So, don't lose that. Now, also, I got to get a drink of water here. Woo. One of the last things is if your wish list is awful big, you might consider joining my team, the Snazzy Crafters. Actually, Saturday, just day before yesterday, we had a team meeting. We did a Zoom meeting, and then we did a Facebook Live and had some projects we worked on. So, but if your wish list is really large, as in more than $99, you might consider joining Stampin' Up! And what you will get, besides getting future 20% off everything, you get all these papers. There's over 200 sheets of papers that you get. And these are the different designs you get. This is just one set of the colors. And these will actually be in the next annual catalog in May 4th. So, and then you also get a free paper pumpkin. So you might just consider this, but if you have any questions, give me a holler. Here's how you can reach me. And I appreciate you joining me. And I hope you're staying safe and well, between COVID and the weather and everything else. So, but thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that and sharing this, this video. I do appreciate it. So, I really don't. I will be back. I'm looking at my calendar. Next Monday at 5 p.m. That is February 22nd. So I hope you can join me. Hey, if there's something particular you would like me to make projects on, especially related to the celebration, any of these free goodies, let me know. So it was good seeing your names and your comments. I appreciate it. And you guys take care. Bye-bye.